Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. As I told you all, we would be back. We're back. Jay, how does it feel to be back, Jay?
I feel good, man. We just need some more boxing to come up, so I even feel even better.
Yeah, you gotta get your hands out of your face. I mean, I know you're ugly, but you're covering up your face.
I want you to see these knuckles that's gonna come across your forehead next time I see you.
Anyway, yeah, man. I got to be honest with you. And I know I'm about to go off into a tangent, but everybody that watches this show know that I go off into a tangent. Ever since Saudi Arabia got their filthy, grubbly hands in the sport of boxing, I shouldn't say that. Saudi Arabia, it's a great country. But the point is, the fact that they have now gotten their hands in boxing is just not the same. It's the same with Liv. Liv, when they got their hands all in Liv, got their hands in golf, hasn't been the same. Hopefully, they run out of money similarly to and golf is a more popular sport than boxing right now, isn't it? I don't know. I know they're losing money. I mean, they're losing money. We're gonna talk about that today because we got to talk about Zuffa, right? I didn't put together an agenda, but we're gonna talk about a lot of different things today. But they got to be losing the money in boxing, so maybe JD they won't be around for much longer, man. I hope they're not around for much longer because the game is not the same with them in it. Before we jump into all this content, though, let's welcome those of you who have already acknowledged yourself in the chat. Marquis, what's going on with you? James Blackwell, what's going on? My brother TCP 147, what's going on? And Ricky Beavers 2622. Boxers get paid more than golfers. Yeah, but that's because of the structure of the sport. That doesn't necessarily mean that the sport as a whole is bigger. That's like there's some boxers that also get paid more than some basketball players, right? That doesn't mean boxing is bigger than the sport of the NBA, correct? What about those Knicks too, Jay? They putting the foots in your Spurs.
Man, they won by 1 point, man.
What
It's
about those
probably a wrap.
Knickerbockers? What?
It's probably a wrap, but I don't think it's gonna be a sweep. We'll see how the game goes tomorrow.
What about them Knickerbockers?
Well, you ain't even from New York.
I don't give a damn.
You barely even been to New York. You ain't live in New York.
Now you're lying. Nah, I ain't never lived in New York. No.
Exactly.
Nah, I ain't never lived in New York. I'm not a New York Knicks fan. I'm just a fan of any team that's whooping your team's ass.
You got a lot of teams in because a lot of them trying. A lot of them been trying.
All right, asshole. Man, all right. Let me go ahead and go back down this tangent, though. I sincerely hope that they're not in the sport for very much longer. I think it's ruining the sport. I think you got guys like Shakur Stevenson that got a really big payday for fighting a guy that was clearly tailor-made for him, and now he's sitting around looking for another big payday. Doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. Doesn't want to fight. Who else did they say he didn't want to fight, Jay?
Who?
Shakur. There was somebody else. It was Devin Haney. He didn't want to fight. We're going to talk about that today. And there was somebody else that they said that they wanted him to fight, that he wasn't interested in fighting. But whoever it was, he fought Padley. He was on his Twitter talking about how great Padley was because, of course, Padley, the better Padley looks, the better he looks. So it doesn't look like he just went in there and fought some guy that was is he a plumber or electrician? I can't even remember.
He was an electrician.
Okay, that's what he was. Yeah. Salute, my boy. That looked like Brandon House, but yeah, it is B House, man.
I think that's B.
Yeah, what's going on with you, man? Where you want to start, Jay? Like, there's a lot of topics that are percolating, whatever.
He won by a split decision the other day. Some people say he didn't deserve that win either.
Why he didn't deserve to win?
Some people say he lost that fight.
Some people like who?
I've seen on Twitter. A lot of people saying he didn't deserve that win against Fiaz or something like that. Flash, whatever the dude's name was. Like, I only saw the last 2 rounds.
Who the best two fighters on Shakur Stevenson resume?
What, Valdez, T.O.?
You think Valdez is good?
Not really.
Do you think his style is pretty much tailor-made for somebody like Shakur?
He definitely was. He was half Shakur's size in that fight. Remember how big Shakur was compared to Valdez?
Let me ask you a question. Shakur has looked his best against what type of fighter?
Fighter he was bigger than.
Not only that, what ethnicity?
Not black.
He is afraid of a slick black fighter.
I heard that before on somebody else, but those same people don't say that about Shakur.
Right? What slick black fighter has Shakur fought? Right? They've said that about somebody else. What about Shakur? He doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. You know what? I got to start this one over. I'm gonna start this one over because this gonna be a video. What slick black fighter has Shakur Stevenson fought? Every fighter that he has faced that he looked tremendous against, they all had the same style, right? Well, not necessarily the same style, but they did have the same background of ethnicity, generally speaking, right? They were all, Shakur is basically, rangier than all of them. I get that, right? We've all talked about that. But we've heard this notion that's been pushed out there, hurled out there, thrown out there, shot out there by all these folks about Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis, he won't fight a slick black fighter. They said the same thing about Floyd. Floyd Mayweather won't fight a slick black fighter. Well, what about Shakur Stevenson? He poisoned my boy, right? We all know it was him.
Allegedly.
He made Keyshawn his brother. He made Savage his son. Now he got Hitchinson. Hold on now. Hitchinson is his brother.
I heard Savage on his taxes too.
Yeah, Hitchens is his brother, right? And then he just got Roach. Now Roach is that's the super team now. Those are the Avengers. What did they used to call the DC Marvel?
You call them Avengers.
No, the DC one when the Super Friends. Was it the Super Friends where it had Superman and Aquaman and all of them? Yeah, they're the Super Friends and a son. All of the ones. No, seriously, all of the ones that would give him a real challenge, he has befriended. Except Devin Haney, right? And so, but instead of Devin Haney, because he couldn't befriend Devin, because Devin's not really with that. That's one thing I give Devin credit for. Devin's not with all of the, we're buddy, we're friends, and all that other stuff. You heard what they were talking about the other day on Mill City. Shout out to Mill City. They were talking about guns and stuff coming out. I really don't know why that topic even really came up. But clearly, they're not buddy like that. He's not buddy like that with Shakur or Tank or anybody else. And Tank ain't buddy with anybody else anymore either. So that's one thing these guys are going back. It's old school where these guys are now, except Shakur. Shakur is the LeBron James of boxing. He's either befriended you, he's made you a family member, he's made you something associated with him. The guy doesn't want the smoke from a slick, black, African, American fighter. I dare anyone out there to tell me that I am saying something that's wrong right now. What's your question?
So you telling me Jamel Herring won slick?
Man, I almost kicked the screen. No, he wasn't slick.
Come on, man.
No, Jamel Herring is good. He's a good fighter, but he's not a guy that I would classify as slick. Right? And there was a reason why Shakur, even though they were supposed to be buddy, Shakur went in the ring with him because, I whoop him. He don't want to fight Shock. Why? Because Shock ain't going to be right there in front of him. Slow, right there in front of him. when Shot go back to the corner, his daddy asking him where did the power go. Come on, man. Where's your power? Right? None of that's going to happen with these guys, right? Because these guys
Damn,
don't rely on
Jamel's the only
power.
one of his. I'm looking at his box rig. Jamel's the only one.
I told y'all I was going to start. I told y'all when I came back, there's a bunch of things that's rolling around in this mind that I told y'all I was going to start throwing out there, right? Bing, 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 bing. All the stuff that y'all lucky I ain't been around for a while because I would have already started this shit, right? You know, Shakur Stevenson doesn't want to fight anybody, Jay, and he doesn't want to fight that slick African-American style because his style is a generic kind of Floyd-like style, and I don't think he got decent speed, but it's not really fast. You know what I'm saying? His eyes, his eyes are great. I mean, he sees everything that's coming, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have extraordinary athleticism or any of that stuff. So he relies on you being.
He said he's athletic. He said he's athletic.
Compared to who?
He said he's one of the most athletic fighters out there.
Compared to who?
The people he fought.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Come on, man. Come on, man. We got to
That's
start
your favorite fighter. What you told me though, off the line though. You told me before we started, Shakur's one of your favorite fighters of all time.
Man, if I was near you right now, I'd take all of this right here and chop it right into your neck as hard as I could. We both know that Shakur Stevenson isn't I don't even know if I got a favorite fighter outside of Virgil Ortiz. But here's my thing. So these guys, actually, I don't even know if Virgil is my favorite fighter anymore. But anyway, these guys create.
You turning on Virgil now?
I'm not turning on Virgil. There's some things that I didn't like as it relates to Virgil, but I still think Virgil wants to smoke, so I'm still there with him. But these guys, here's my thing. These guys do not want to. We've created these narratives about Gervonta Davis, right? And I'm not even talking about the fighters. I'm talking about the fans. We've created these narratives about Gervonta Davis and how he likes to operate and who he's afraid of and who he's not afraid of. And they made that same narrative, create that same narrative about Floyd Mayweather. You know who else we could say that about? Terrence Crawford. Name a slick African-American fighter that Terrence Crawford fought.
You talking me or you talking about the chat?
Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about right there. You really can't name. So these guys are excellent fighters. I'm not taking anything away from these guys. These guys are excellent fighters, but you got to stop creating these narratives that also apply to your favorite fighter. That's all I'm saying, Jay. You got
it. But Greg, though, you don't even like you don't have a slick fighter for your favorite fighter.
So
you said Virgil Ortiz your favorite fighter. He ain't black. He ain't slick.
What that got to do with me? I'm not the one that's out here creating narratives about other people. I'm here to destroy their narratives. That don't have nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? So, nah, man, I know this is probably gonna burn some folks up because they're not gonna like to hear this because they're gonna say, you know what I'm saying, you a hater. You know what I mean? Greg, you a hater. You know what I'm saying? They'll call us four-eyed or nerds or we're not smart or, you know, whatever else they want to call us. But, you know, for me, I don't care.
House husbands.
Oh, yeah, I've been called worse by somebody who came on the show. Oh, that was so entertaining.
Oh, but, man.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, yeah, where do we want to go from here? I just started.
Hey, someone said it on here that we talked offline earlier. He said, I want to say this: boxing sucks without Tank Davis. Mag 7 Life said it.
And Errol, it's been bad for a while. But they say there's some guys who are the face of boxing sweated in the face. How? Man,
that's what Shakur was kind of alluded to, like he was the face of boxing when he was talking on the podcast with Juvie and Manny, talking about if I say the name, you getting all this press and all this.
He the face of Twitter.
Yeah, that he is. I give him that. I'm still mad at our boy at Ray though. The way Ray just be, you know, anything Shakur say, he out there retweeting and putting all stuff out the Ray Jack, man. We gotta talk, bro. We got to talk.
I ain't seen Ray Jack do that. When Ray Jack did that?
What? Man, he reposting everything. Yeah, Twitter, high key. He said, Shakur, low key, the face of boxing. Everyone talking about him. I'm like, Ray, stop, bro, stop, man.
Who all in the chat thinks Shakur Stevenson is the face of boxing?
Nobody. You know that he ain't the face of boxing, bro. The fun thing with Shakur was when he beat Tio, all of a sudden he got elevated to being like number 3 pound for pound when Tio wasn't top 10 neither. And we all knew Tio was going to get washed anyway.
You had Tio winning.
Man, shut up. I said that was going to be an ass whipping from the get-go, man. I was pissed they even made the fight. I'm like, this ain't a fight. It's going to be simple. Easy work. And exactly what it was. I've seen that fight before. Tio and Sandor Martin. Do I still got it?
I just dropped a poll in the chat. I'm curious to see what they say.
It's going to be Canelo because he's making the most. He's still making the most.
Some people might not think it's Canelo no more because how he got beat by 10. You can't be the face of boxing and lose like that, man.
It should not be Shakur. Of those 4, Shakur should be number 4 out of those 4 right there. Easily.
I'm trying to see what the chat say. Well, let me see what they say. They got Shakur at 17, Tank at 50, Canelo at 17, Errol at 14, Tank dominating. Damn.
That boy dude that ain't fought in over a year.
Yeah. Not bad at all.
I mean, if Tank was active, it would be a landslide easily. You know, same thing with EJ. If EJ was active, those are 2 fighters that move the needle. Whether you like EJ, if you like Tank, or you don't, they move the needle. People go to their fights for events, not just a fight. It's an event.
Just like when you come to AM Sports Media live stream, it's an event. It's not just a live stream, it's an event. You know what I've been thinking about, Jay? I've been thinking about going to kick, man. Adrian Broner has inspired me. I am inspired. Guys, would you guys like to see what the day in the life of Greg looks like? Maybe I just need to go stream sometime. I talk boxing and you see my life. Jay, what you think?
Nah, my bad. I was reading what Shelton Moore said about that fight card with Zuffa the other day.
What about it?
Shelton Moore, come on, bro.
What he said, Shelton Moore, you cannot say to me that you are a fan of the sport of boxing if you did not enjoy the Zuffa card yesterday.
Shelton, that main event was boo-boo. That was straight trash. Come on, man.
What made it trash, Jay?
I watched it because I like boxing. Bruh, they were ranked the number 3 cruiserweight, number 8 cruiserweight fought. And they looked like they were like none of that. They didn't look like they're number top 5, top 10, maybe top 15. The guy who lost could take a punch and kept getting punched. Bruh, he should have been out of there in like 2 rounds. He leaned forward. He came forward, chin first every round. Every round. It wasn't good. That card was not good. It wasn't boxing either. It was more like it was like Rocky. You just watching the Rocky movie and they just going slugging back and forth. It wasn't fighting.
I didn't get the chance.
Hey, James, the Porterweight boxing wasn't bad too. I watched that yesterday too. They just need to work on their lighting. Their lighting.
Porterweight had a boxing card.
Yeah, they had a fight card. I'm a fan of boxing, hence why I watch all the boxing that's out there. Because if I was just a fan of certain fighters, I wouldn't watch their fights.
No, yeah, there's one thing I give Jason credit for. Jason is kind of a boxing rat, if you will. He watches all of it. I don't watch all that shit. It's certain shit I just don't want to see.
I'm going to a fight card this Saturday here in Orlando. Watch one of my coaches fight, his debut.
Yeah,
MVP card.
Jason be on it, man. Jason be on it, man. So I find out about fighters once they get to a certain level. Jason already be knowing about them. They got to reach a certain level before I start talking about them. I'm like a Stephen A.
Don't do that to yourself, bro.
Man, what's in it, bro? Stephen A. the man.
Shit.
Boy, you a hater, boy. Jay, let's talk about Zuffa. Because I want the chat advice about this. Because I'm confused. Dana White said, quote me or correct me if I'm wrong, but Dana White said that he will be the lead promoter in the fight between Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, and that I guess Eddie Hearns won't even be involved with it. And Eddie doesn't even know that he's the lead promoter. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Tyson Fury with Queensberry?
Yeah, with Frank Warren. Yeah.
And so and AJ is with Matchroom.
Eddie. Yeah.
So how is it possible that they can circumvent, Zuffa can circumvent, unless Turkey Al-Sheikh is coming with so much money that he's gonna tell Eddie and Frank to step aside and allow this guy to step in and just promote it as the lead promoter. Maybe that's it.
It's just weird. Eddie disputed that already. The thing with Zuffa, one man Zuffa say they're not recognizing the section of bodies, and all of a sudden they're okay with what recognizing the section of bodies to a certain degree. It's weird because also with the whole Conor Ben thing, he signed a Zuffa, got paid $15 million, but he fought on a Riyadh card. So, it's some funny business going on with that. You can't say Zuffa, we're trying to get rid of all these belts, but then you're gonna have your own belt, make your own rankings, and try to make it all in-house fights. That's why all the rumors talking about Shakur signing the Zuffa. What weight class Shakur want to fight at? He gotta go back down to 135. They don't have 140. they don't have 140.
So he'll fight at 35, but even if no matter what division they got, they don't have
they got at 135 over there. Well, he gonna fight. I know it is. He gonna fight the winner of Rayo and Edwin De Los Santos. That's what he gonna do.
He definitely not gonna do that. He don't want no more smoke with Edwin.
Now he might. Edwin, all that shit that he's been through. He hasn't really fought in a long time. Has he fought? Because he didn't fight Keyshawn. I don't even know if he's fought since he had that that incident.
So you
the health issue.
You believe that Shakur Stevenson might cherry pick him?
Huh?
You believe Shakur Stevenson might cherry pick him because he hasn't been fighting for a while? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, rusty, health issue with the blood clots, and then if he don't look good against Rayo, yeah, that might happen.
Don't matter.
That might happen. Hey, Sheldon, that wasn't what they said. They didn't say that 15 million was a multi-fight deal. They said that was for Regis because he wasn't signed to him initially. He wasn't signed to Zuffa after that. It took like a couple weeks after. Then he officially signed.
Yeah, that's true.
So those are the same things, homie.
Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. I don't know what the hell Shelton Moore talking about today, man. He usually be on point, but he tripping right now. Shelton Moore is tripping right now, but I'm sure he gonna call in and let us know that.
He on that Zuffa powder. He on that Zuffa powder, bro.
Shelton don't really seem like a biased
on that
dude.
Zuffa powder.
He not a biased dude like that. If you were talking about pork chop, I'd tell you, yeah.
That's why I surprised me when he was capping for Zuffa.
Who?
That's what surprised me. Shelton been capping for this whole chat right now. All he been talking about, Zuffa, that fight yesterday. You're not a boxing fan if you didn't like the Zuffa card. That shit wasn't good. You just like Rock'em Sock'em? Yeah. That's why I watched it. And then the main event was not that good, bro. Let's just keep it a buck, man. Keep it a buck.
I don't know. I ain't watch it, so I don't know how good it was.
You ain't miss nothing.
According to Shelton, man, I missed a fight that was the shit.
Let me guess, Shelton. CBS is the best cruiserweight now, behind John Apatow, right?
Anyway, let's talk about David. I want to talk about David now because I got to keep bringing up
Who?
that Shelton Moore had it so wrong. David Benavidez. Shelton Moore had the fight so
Oh,
wrong. What was I can't even think of the guy's name right now. What was the guy's name? Uh
Zero?
yeah, Zerto. He had Zerto. He had Zerto winning. Now they talking about David Duckin Beterbiev or Beterbiev,
Man,
however they want to pronounce it.
better be, yeah. Vitervia. Shelton, who has Ja fought to make him just the greatest thing ever? Damn. Just 2 fights ago, he looked real vulnerable. Those 2 fights ago. You forget that? Come on, man.
So David Duckin?
Hell nah, David ain't ducking. David already said he put out there what he wanted to do. He wanted to unify at 175. He want Bivol, who's the champion, who beat Beterbiev. But yet people saying he ducking Beterbiev. You ducking the guy that lost. You calling that guy that beat the guy that they say he's ducking. That don't make sense. They told David he had to fight everybody. They try to get a fight with Canelo or Bivol, but they just want Ja to just get everything. And Ja ain't fought nobody.
Who's Ja with right now?
Zuffa.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Now he the best thing since Sliced Blair. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with Shelton today, man. Shelton don't usually seem biased. These I think you know what it is? Pork chop.
You on that Zuffa shit.
Pork chop has hacked Shelton Moore's account. Gotta be. Gotta be. Because this is ridiculous. What he's saying is ridiculous right now. David Benavidez won't smoke with anybody. He was calling Beterbiev and Bivol and all these guys when he went to 75. None of them wanted it.
Bruh, he said this is what he wanted. He wanted to fight Bivol, Beterbiev, and then whoever after that.
They mad because he's associated with Al Heyman. That's the problem.
Hey Shelton, how old was Marius Bredis was it when they fought? When he fought Ja? How old was he? Don't do it, bruh. Don't do it.
Man, you're gonna get your chance to battle him when he comes on, man.
Ain't no battle. He coming with bullshit. 37 years old, Shelton. Stop. Shelton, stop, bruh. Stop it, man. Ay.
All right, man. Let's keep on rolling. Because where we at right now? We at the 33-minute mark. How many more topics do we have? I don't have a specific set, but so we can open up the lines at any time.
We talk about EJ already?
No, we ain't talked about EJ. We ain't talked about EJ.
I mean,
we ain't talked about EJ. We ain't talked about EJ. We ain't talked about the Devin situation with Keyshawn and Shakur situation where he doesn't want to fight. Those are kind of
let's go to that Devin and Shakur and Keyshawn, man.
Yeah, now go ahead. I'm gonna let you kick it off, man. What's on your mind,
bruh? I'm tired, man.
Who you tired of?
I'm tired of Shakur, bruh.
Why
I'm tired of Shakur.
Hold on,
bruh.
Let me go.
You can't sit here and tell me skills pay the bills. Then you have a problem with going to 147 to fight Devin or Ryan. You said you would go to 154 to fight Ben. Now I'm saying you want a rehydration clause. You shitted on it when Tank was doing a rehydration clause for Mario Barrios and Ryan. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And Shakur is very skilled. It's like the fans believe more in him than he believes in himself. He don't need a rehydration clause for Devin. He really don't. Not saying he would beat Devin. I think it'd be a very good fight. But he don't need it. It's like he wants to stack the deck as much as he can. It don't make sense to me. For Devin saying that, hey, we want Shakur. And Sean Zattel was like, well, the problem is Devin said they will fight Keyshawn if it guarantees them to get Shakur. And Shakur is the reason nothing's moving forward right now. So what does that mean to you?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
No, what's the question again?
So if Devin said that, hey, we want Shakur, we'll fight Keyshawn if we can get Shakur as well. They both got to be on a contract. Sean Zattel said Shakur is the reason for the fight not happen for that not happening. What did I tell you about Shakur?
Well, let me say this. I do not believe that they are setting some type of boundary where they need to fight Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. I don't believe that. I believe what they are currently doing. Here's what I think happened. I think they are trying to have some conversations with Zuffa. Um, I think on Devin's side, I think there is some interest in having a fight against Shakur Stevenson. I think on Shakur's side, I don't think there's any interest unless he can drain him. I think what ended up eventually happening is Keyshawn, who is one of the realest ninjas alive, said, "Hey," he
Got you a
stepped to
Keyshawn Davis fan.
he stepped to Jay Prince. He said, "Look, man, I'm not really trying to hear none of that. You need to go ahead and petition so that I can become the mandatory for Devin Haney, so I can step in and get that smoke." So that's what I think.
Keyshawn said that. You think Keyshawn said that, or Jay Prince was like, Shakur's like, hey, what can we do? I just had Ray Ford messed everything up. My son lost the Oshaki, so that messed everything up. I can say Oshaki too small. What we gonna do here with Devin now? How can we get around this?
I got it. Bro, y'all about the same size. You said I took T.O. from you. Man, I took T.O. Hey, man, my reward back to you. I'm going to give you Devin.
It bothers me because Shakur just contradicts himself so damn much. If he wasn't contradicting himself, he wasn't saying all that bullshit, it wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't give a damn about that. But the fact that he's saying all this and saying opposite, and then his fans are like, yo, Shakur, this fool just said skills pay the bills, but now he wants a rehydration clause for shit. Well, he's little, but when he looks at the guys, he's like, oh, you ain't that big. He said it right across from Conor Ben on a podcast, and like, oh, you ain't that big.
Yeah,
I'll beat you at 154. Skills pay the bills.
That's what he said.
Then later, all of a sudden, oh, this is something different. I'm like, stop doing it, bro. And Shakur is a hell of a fighter. That's the thing that makes me mad about this. He's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter, very skilled. I don't like the fact that he's limited offensively because he's not really going to take any type of risk, of course. He's very risk averse, which I get. You don't want to get hit, but damn, you can get someone out of there. People told you you could have got rid of who was it? Was it Artem? They told him he could have got rid of Artem. No, he too strong. He too strong right now. He got mad at everybody for saying he should have got rid of him until Bud said the same thing. Roy said the same thing. We said the same thing. But as long as Bud and Roy said and Dre said, it's okay. I didn't like the way everyone else was saying it to me. They said the same shit. Stop being sensitive. Take it. It's just ridiculous what he does with that, man. Because he's a really good fighter.
He's a really good fighter, man, that just, talks too much.
It's great. Tell me this. Am I expecting too much from Shakur? Is that maybe it's us? We're expecting too much for Shakur to reach that level of greatness that he says he wants to reach. Maybe it's us.
It depends on what generation you're talking about, but depending on the generation, yeah, we doing way too much. If you were born after 1995, you know what I'm saying? Actually, no. Because what year was LeBron born? 84? He was born in 84, right? Yeah, there's a lot of 80 babies. There's some 80 babies, there's some hoes too. But no, if you think about it, generally speaking, if you were born after 1995, man, you believe that there should be no criticism that's hurled your way. You grew up in a participation trophy culture. You grew up in a culture where everybody told you how great you were. And now, if you criticize, man, you tuck your tail or you go to Twitter, man, and you start reading out, I will rise. I will rise. They all hate me. They hate me. But guess what? You can't stop just like a rose through the concrete. I will. All that bullshit. That man, come on, man. Like, come on. Oh man, I cannot stand that shit, bro. That's the thing that kills me about Shakur that I can't stand, dude. Like when he goes to Twitter and starts doing that, man. Oh my god, it just makes me
Bruh.
sick. I mean, it don't make you sick, bro. I mean, it just makes me sick.
Yeah,
Like
it's
to
frustrating
me,
with Shakur, bro.
I don't mean this to be disrespectful. I really don't. I really don't mean this to be disrespectful. I know it might sound disrespectful, but I don't mean it to be disrespectful. When and I don't mean to sound sexist, but when I see men, we don't keep reassuring ourselves. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Everyone loves me. Everybody likes me. I have a great personality. That's not what men do. We don't do that. You know, we go out there, we have to be self-assured, and we go out there and we handle business. And so I will rise, I will overcome. It just reminds me of just like traits that I've always associated with women. Not to say that they're bad traits, but just traits that I'm not saying he's a woman or anything like that. I'm not calling him any name. But it doesn't resonate with me because to me, those types of behaviors, they are more associated with what I feel women do. You get what I'm saying? Is that fair? Did I say
Yeah.
that politically correct?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I mean, no one can hurt me. No one can. I am great inside. People love me. The sun will shine tomorrow. Self-affirmations. Like, I'm not into that. I'm not into that. I just don't think you need to be doing that. And you're a dude. So it is what it is. Man, before we move further, because we got 70 people in the building. 70, man, it keeps changing. It's 78 now. People in the building. How many likes we got, Jay? I can't
Not
even see the
enough.
like. I can't even, man, y'all need to smash the like. See, man, that's why we were gone for all the months. Y'all ninjas can't even
Yeah,
smash
no
the like
appreciation,
button.
man.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on,
Like
boy.
free.
Come on, man. Smash the like button, man. That's why we weren't around for doggone 4-5 months. Ninjas won't even smash the like button. How many likes we got though? I can't even remember what a like where you can see how many likes you got.
I was trying to see my damn self, bro.
Bruh,
I'm like, shit.
we got 23 likes. 23.
You got a third.
We got 80 people in the building, but 25 likes now. That's it. This is why niggas didn't come back to doing lives. Smash the like button, man. Come on, dog.
Damn.
Y'all
Hey, you gotta
y'all
bring
making me
Blue Blood.
mad,
Gonna have to
bro.
start asking for us.
Damn. I know, man. Blue Blood just be stopping his live stream. He just, from what I remember, he
Need y'all get the likes up, man. Come on, man. Support the channel, support the grind.
Come on, man. Come on, man. This is BS,
Hey,
man.
Fab mad at you, bro. He mad at you for the poll. Fab saying, who
What's
formed the
going
poll?
on?
Saying Tank is the face of boxing. It's not us. It's the people in the chat that voted for the poll, Fab. People
What's
voted
going
saying
on,
Tank was the
Fab?
face of boxing for people.
Live from the UK. Y'all need to smash the like button, though, dog. Straight up. Like, we got 80 people in here, man, and freaking 34 likes now. Come on, man. 82 people now. Come on, man. Come on, man. Man, my children are upstairs. I was getting ready to come down. They were like, Daddy, please don't go. We don't want you to go down there and do that live stream. I said, children, I cannot let down the people anymore. I gotta go down here and satisfy the people. So how is it now that y'all ain't hitting us up with the likes? What are we doing here, guys?
Then your daughter say, Daddy, they don't love y'all anyway.
That's what she said. She said, they don't even love y'all. Look how many likes you got. They don't love you.
And you like, show you right.
If you in the building, man, smash the like button, dog. Smash the like button, man. Come on, dude.
All right, Fab. I give you okay, good. Fab said Shakur ain't no face. Good.
King Cam.
Damn. Appreciate you, sir.
On, man? Marcus, that's his name.
Yeah. Oh shit. Any hey Marcus, any updates on the next for Cam? That's what I like to know. If you got anything.
Yeah, man. It's just what's going on? What's going on, Fab? Hey, man, I gotta get back focused, man. Because when I saw the lights down there, Jay, it just did something to my spirit, man. It did something inside of me. It just, it just, come
Ministry
on, man.
spirit.
Yeah, man. These live streams are some work, man. Y'all gotta hit the like button, man. Come on. All right, we got one more topic. Then I want to open it up for. I think I'm gonna drop the link instead of the phone line today. I think I'm gonna drop the link. Let's see who we get on. I want to see if there's anybody that's out there that may be just kind of lurking. Might want to hop on real quick and curse me out. You never know. All right, man. Errol Spence, bro. We talked about this, dropped the video probably about a couple of hours ago in regards to this topic. But Errol Spence, everybody wants to smoke now. Devin Haney's talking about he wants to smoke now. But Devin was actually talking about this a few months ago. Boots always wanted to smoke. I think Fundora was always interested in fighting him. In my personal opinion, originally Ortiz was not. Cam's in management. We supporting King Cam Boxing. Big news coming soon. Oh, bet that up. Appreciate you for the $5. $5 from Cam's in management. We supporting King Cam Boxing. Big news coming soon. Hit the like button and support. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Let us know when that news come out. We'll drop it.
Oh, for sure. What was I about to say? Yeah. So these boys, they smelling blood in the water, Jay. The big fish is surrounded by other sharks looking to eat the big fish. A couple of things really come to mind for me, man, is that, I just feel like if this was Errol Spence, pre-car accident, I don't think Devin Haney would be so eager to run up and try to fight him. I think Devin is a little bit overconfident in his win over Brian Norman. I think when he caught Brian initially, because Brian looked good in the first round, I think when he caught him, I think that just threw him off at that point, and that was it. And so he just really didn't have that experience to turn the tide there. So I think Devin may be a little overconfident and a bit selective, but I give Devin a pass there because I think Devin is one of the least selective fighters that are out there currently. So you got to appreciate what he does give you. You think they smelling blood, bro? You think they gonna try to put the big fish out of his misery?
Yeah, I mean, they see it. They see he ain't been in the ring. He ain't been in the ring in 3 years. They saw how he looked in his last fight. They thinking they got a shot. Haven't put a name on a resume. I mean, but I'm telling you, if EJ come out and stretch Tim Tszyu in a dominant fashion, it's gonna make them rethink that. I'm not saying Tim Tszyu is the best thing ever, but it's a formidable opponent for a person that hasn't fought in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's a good fight for EJ. And this is Tim's chance to get back on the radar as well. Tim got to try to knock the dust off for him and get that stank off of him after getting, having those 2 losses by knockout. It's a good chance for him. But everything is out there for EJ. EJ handle business appropriately. Certain people ain't gonna keep calling him out no more. I don't see that happening. I think they're gonna redirect their attention to somewhere else. They're gonna try to find another wounded fish that they think is out there. But like TCP 147, he was like, EJ looked good, handle his business, and Boots handle his business. That could be a really good fight. That'd be a really good fight that'll sell.
Who?
Boots.
Who said that?
TCP 147 in the chat.
Oh no, man. Errol ain't fighting Boots.
154 is a good division, I think, for fights. As far as names and the way it's amping up.
The only person need to fight Boots is Terrence Crawford.
Nah, I'm talking. We stand with active fighters, bro. We stand with active fighters, man.
All I'm saying is the winner of that fight with Errol and Terrence, their reward was Boots. So why would the loser fight him? No, I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear it.
Oh shit! Hey, Big Hearn with the $1.99. He said Earl would avoid boots. Devin, everyone good. I don't think EJ avoid him. Not at 154. He really can't avoid him at 154.
He does with another $1.99 too. We miss Errol a dog and might get dog walk at this time.
Now, I mean, I can't even argue that because we haven't seen Errol. You know, we don't know what to expect.
So I kid 06 said, "Gee, you scared of Errol fighting Boots?" Yup. Yup. You think I keep trying to tell y'all? I'm not gonna come on here. Shit. I'm not gonna come on here and serve you something to try to make it look good. No, I don't want Errol to fight Boots because I don't want Errol to lose the Boots. So I want Boots to fight Bud. I want to see the winner versus the winner. Errol came out the loser of the fight. Errol need to go and fight him a couple of. I want to see Errol in the ring with about 2 or 3 Tim Zoos. A couple of fighters from 140 that's blown up to 154 and call it a retirement. So it is what it is. I want to grab the link and drop the link in so people can join us because we already at the 52-minute mark. And I think this was the only thing left. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I want to talk about.
Hey, Portia, I'm not saying Tim a tune-up. I'm saying Tim is an appropriate fighter right now.
So? Yeah, he a tune-up. So what? So?
Nah, tune-up would be on a lower scale level, in my opinion.
Just like Madrimov. The email champion. Just like Madrimov. He was a tune-up for somebody. Anyway, let me not go.
Hey man, let people stay retired, man. Because it'll take much to bring that up, man.
No. I ain't gonna go there. I'm killing the conversation because I really don't want to talk about none of that.
Yeah. So I mean, Lone Star made a good point. He's like, if EJ come back, is he gonna go to 154? Is he just gonna move up to 160? It's only 2 pounds difference.
Hey, Big Hearn hit us with the $1.99. Errol might send Boots to the Hall of Fame in 2 rounds.
Oh boy, y'all rough, man. Y'all rough. But no, that's a good point that EJ might just skip 154, them extra 4 pounds and just move up to 160. Only 2 pound difference.
Man, he should just fight at 160.
And 160 is a questionable division.
Yeah,
they don't got all the people in this wide ass open.
Go out there, win your title at 160. Go ahead and ride off into the sunset. Ride your horses. Go enjoy your family. You know, that's what I would do if I was Errol Spence. Yeah. All that other stuff.
But TCP 147, he got a point. He said there's no real money at 160 for EJ though.
EJ is the money.
He is the money, but he got to have a partner too. Got to have a dance partner too.
Who would you put him in the ring with at 54?
Shit's a lot of people. Shit, I get Jamel. If your favorite fighter ever get his shit together with Golden Boy, Virgil, that shit'll sell.
Yeah, to sell. But how old is Virgil? 27?
27, 28, something like that.
Man, you ain't about to let one of these young boys send me into the earth. If I'm Errol. What's going on, Shelton Moore?
If you send you into the earth.
Yeah, Jason, what's up with y'all, man? What's happening with y'all?
What's going on, man? Come on, Shelton, bro.
Y'all, I'm listening to you, man. Y'all up here pontificating. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying was people are always trying to tell me, I have talked to a lot of people, and they say they're fans of the sport. That wasn't the number one guys fight yesterday, but it was good boxing, and it was entertaining. If you're a fan of the sport, you enjoyed the card. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it was the best guys. I'm not saying it was your favorite fighters. But if you're a fan of a fighter, then just say that. I'm a fan of certain fighters. But don't say you're a fan of the whole sport of boxing. Oh, but that was trash. No, that shit that was on Porter last night on you, that shit was garbage. That was some garbage ass shit last night. The Lucha shit was good. That shit last night was garbage. You can't tell me you didn't enjoy Chev Clark getting his ass whooped, and one right hook changed the whole fight, wound up knocking that dude out, Jack Massey. That was a good fight.
I didn't see
It was 8 fights, 7 knockouts. If you like knockouts, how could you not enjoy that? And none of the fights was one-sided ass whoopers. They was all competitive, except for that goddamn main event. That dude, I don't know what that Dutch dude was doing. I don't know what he was doing. He was using his hands. Yeah, that dude was trash. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. He almost got killed though, because CBS was about to kill him. They had to stop that fight.
Now, I agree. They had to stop that fight, but that dude was trash though. You admit to that. That guy was horrible.
Yeah, whoever that dude was, Rosicki, yeah, he's garbage. He ain't nothing. He's trash.
Okay, thank you. Cool. That's all. That's it. That's all I needed from you.
So what else you got for us, Shelton?
Oh no, I've been listening all week. You know, they're going off of this. Everybody having all their opinions about Zuffa and Shakur and Devin. Look, fighters are independent contractors, man. They're gonna follow the money. Whoever giving them the most money, that's where they gonna go.
I had no problem with that.
Ain't nobody trying to deal with Shakur or Devin. PBC ain't trying to deal with him. Top Rank ain't trying to deal with him. Golden Boy ain't trying to deal with him. Ain't nobody offering them no money. They gonna go follow the money.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's because they want to return an investment.
Yeah, that's true, but
hey, Zuffa obviously don't care about that because they supposedly trying to sign the dudes. So, you know, ain't nobody else trying to fuck with them. So what are they supposed to do? Not fight? They got to go where the bag is. The bag is at Zuffa.
No, I don't disagree with that. And Jay, let me just say this because I'm happy about it. Shelton Moore is absolutely right. You need to go to where the money is. You need to go to where the money is. So go to where the money is.
I'm not mad at anyone going for where the money at. You know, yeah. I do know when you go where the money is at, and whatever that company is that's giving all that extra money, it's messing up the pay scale for boxing. Because if they pay Conor Ben $15 million to fight Regis, the hell you gonna pay Shakur? The hell you gonna pay Devin?
Now, see, that's where we disagree. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't believe they pay anybody. I don't think anybody would pay anybody $15 million to fight Regis Progress. It's just not happening.
That's what they said.
Now I don't care what they said. They lied. They goddamn lied. I don't care what they said. They fucking lied. Now, a multi-fight deal, yeah. But $15 million for Regis, a nigga who never made over $2 million? Come on, man. They're not doing that. Nobody's doing that.
Okay. Here's my thing, Jay. I don't care what they pay him. Because the more they pay him, the faster they'll be out of business.
He's an evil motherfucker.
That's why I like Greg. Greg is a true hater. That's why I like Greg. True hater.
I just keep it real, bro. I just keep it real.
He's like, fuck him. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I want him gone. Get him out of here.
Hey, if Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney can become rich by milking Zuffa and destroying the whole company, then let it be.
Yeah. Hey, look, if them billionaires is that stupid, they don't deserve no money.
I agree.
They don't deserve no money.
So I'm cool.
You gonna pay Shakur Stevenson $20 million to fight Edwin De Los Santos? Come on, man, stop it. Just stop it. Ain't nobody gonna do that. Nobody's doing that.
It don't make any sense to do it. I tell you that much. It don't make any sense.
Nobody's doing it. And who gonna watch the fight? Yeah. That's just like everybody was up in arms about the O'Shaquie Foster thing. Number one, who's gonna watch that fight? Nobody cares about O'Shaquie Foster.
Versus Shakur.
Nobody watches his fights.
Yeah, but here's my issue. And I hear you. From a business standpoint, you're not saying anything that's wrong. My problem is that Shakur should have thought about that before he told a man that he was going to fight his little man's.
Oh, no. I agree with you on that. I agree with you and Jason on that. You said, if you beat this little dude, I'll fight you. So now you got to fight him. Now you're going to take a massive pay cut because nobody's going to pay you to fight this dude. But you got to fight him.
Got to fight him. That's the way that I see it. You should have never opened your mouth. It sounded good while you were on Twitter. Bumping your gums on Twitter. That sounded good.
Yeah.
That's the issue with Steven Shakur.
Yeah, because that business said, well, ain't nobody going to pay you to beat up on this little dude who's 20 pounds lighter than you. Ain't nobody going to pay you for that.
20 pounds? 20 pounds.
So you said Shakur. How big you think Shakur is, Sheldon? You think he walk around
Walking around, he's probably 160 right now. He's not in training, he's probably 160. You know, Shaky Foster on his best day is probably 145, 150. If that.
I agree with
little
that.
bitty dude.
I agree.
Come on, man. Nobody gonna pay to see you beat up on this little dude. If they make that fight, Shaky Foster has a 10% chance of winning. If that. If that.
I agree. He's not gonna win.
Yeah, nah.
Unfortunately.
There's no argument on that at all.
I wish he would win, but he's not gonna win, man. He's
But I'm not mad at him for going to get the bag, though. He's trying to get a bag. I'm not mad at him. He's supposed to call out Shakur. Why not?
No, the boxing shelf life is only but so long. So yeah, if it's available there and it's some smoke there, you go for it. Why you hot?
Shit. That dude just made what, $8 million to fight Tiafimo? I need a piece of that. I need some of that.
Facts.
Yeah. I think Foster probably gonna end up fighting Navarrete at 130.
Yeah, and O'Shaki got to be a little smarter too. You probably should have never brought up that dude. What's that dude name? Antonio Leonard. You probably should have kept that to yourself.
Oh, when Leonard. I mean, yeah. You can't.
The man came out and said, "You a liar." I had somebody ask me today. Said, "So you saying O'Shaki's a liar?" I said, "I'm not saying shit." And Antonio Leonard is saying he's a liar.
Yeah, Foster should have known
that. Take that up with him.
Even what Foster said was true. He should have known Leonard was going to go with Shakur because he's part of Shakur's camp anyway, basically.
Yeah, well, you know, some things like them old people used to tell us back when we was kids, right? Some things you need to keep to yourself. Just keep to yourself. So what we got coming up? Oh, we got the Xander and Boots fight. What you guys' takes on that fight? What do you guys think about the fight?
Too early for Xander. I give Xander credit for taking the fight, but it's too early for Xander.
I think the fight gonna be more
way
competitive.
too early for him.
I think the fight gonna be way more competitive than people think.
So you think he's going to
see? For me, I get crushed all the time. They be on my head because I say the same thing. Boots ain't fought nobody. Xander ain't fought nobody. They get to prove themselves against each other. I think it's a 50-50 fight. We'll find out on the 27th.
Yeah, I think people. Xander had a interview where he was talking about something, and it's literally, I saw it like 2 days or so ago. Actually, man, I might do a video on that. But it was an interview that was initially from, if I'm not mistaken, it was right after they did their press conference. So you know how sometimes when they do, an interview or something like that, they'll have like right after that they'll have like these face-off conversations that they do, or these side interviews that will get released like a few weeks later. They did something similar to that. And so Xander was talking about Deron Ennis, and they were looking at film. Actually, it was with you know what? I'm not going to even say his name on. I'm not giving nobody no free press on here unless you rock with us. But anyway, he was doing the interview with Xander, and they were watching fights of Deron Ennis, and they mentioned that, he was talking about some of the mistakes that Boots makes, but he didn't really point to the mistakes. But the one thing he talked about was that Boots wins are from a certain range, and when he can't get within that range, he has problems. And with Xander being taller and having that ability to fight outside, that's going to give Boots some problems. And that was always, I have not sat down and really like looked at Xander. I watched like one of his fights, like when the fight was first announced. But I haven't had a chance to sit down and like really look at him. But from what I saw, the first thing I thought was like the guy looks kind of big and rangy. And then when I saw him at the presser, even more so, I'm like, yeah, man, he looks big and rangy. Like that could be some problems for Boots if Xander can keep him at a certain range. So, and I think Xander may have the ability to keep him at a certain range for a while. So that's what I'm curious to see. it'll be interesting. People gonna say like I'm hating on Boots or whatever, man. It's like you can't unless you say, man, Boots gonna kill him. He gonna kill him. Then you hate. Uh, Boots is the more skilled fighter for sure, but I keep telling people, man, just because you're the most skilled fighter doesn't mean you always win. Particularly when you're a fighter that takes on challenges, right? These new school guys, they don't really take on many challenges. So that's my
Now, is
thought on it.
is Boots more skilled? Is Boots a more skilled fighter, or is Boots a more dynamic fighter?
I say both.
I think he's both, yeah. But
from the eye test, for me, from the eye test, Boots is more dynamic. Boots is more athletic. Boots is probably a better boxer. But Xander is technical. Xander is bigger. Xander is younger. So to me, it's a 50-50 fight. I don't know who's going to win it.
But it ain't like Boots is old. That's the thing.
What?
Of course, Boots is not old. That's why he's the more athletic guy. He's the more dynamic guy. He's way more athletic than Xander. He's way more dynamic. I think he even punches harder than Xander. But that doesn't always win the fight.
That is correct. 100% correct. That does not always win the fight. I think people are talking like he gonna blow him out. Man, I don't think Boots just gonna blow him out. I don't think Boots. If Boots just blows him out, then great.
He blew out Delorme. He blew out Stanionis. This guy ain't none of those guys.
Well, I don't think he blew out Stanionis. He beat him, but he didn't blow him out.
He beat Stanionis down. Stanionis didn't want to fight no more. He beat him down. He beat him down. He did Stanionis dirty.
But when I'm talking about Lima. I'm talking about like just go in there and you just obliterate the guy. You blow him out.
Nah, I don't see that happen with Xander.
That's what he did. What fight did you watch? That's what he did. He obliterated Stanionis. He just beat all the fight out of him. It was ugly.
Yeah. I'm talking about getting him out of the ring quick, like just run through him, like knockout, like he's out of there 1 or 2 rounds. That's what I'm talking about. I don't think he's gonna blow through the guy, and I don't think he's gonna beat.
Okay, let me ask you this. Take it back to your old school brain. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Did Floyd obliterate Arturo Gatti?
Yes.
That's the same thing Boots did to Stanionis. Same thing.
Yeah. No.
Just beat him, but he didn't want to fight no more.
But I didn't.
That's what Boots did to him.
I wouldn't call Floyd blowing him away though. It was just he just beat him down. Like to me, when you blow somebody away, I'm talking about somebody that just goes in there. David Tua versus Michael Moore. That's what I think about blowing out. David Tua versus what was the Puerto Rican guy that had the heavyweight title for a little bit? John Ruiz. That's what I think about blowing out. I don't think he's gonna do that, or Lima. I don't think he's gonna do that. I don't think he's gonna beat him down either. I don't think he's gonna do any of that. I don't. I think he goes to a decision.
No, I think it's gonna be way more competitive than people are thinking.
Yeah,
I think Xander's a lot better fighter than people think he is.
I think he's a better fighter than what people give him credit for too. I think he's a better fighter than what people give him credit for. And I'm not saying Boots not gonna win, but I just think, man, people see the dynamic nature of Boots and just automatically assumes he's gonna beat everybody. But sometimes,
well, we always say this. We've always said this. He looks great against the guys they lined him up with. Against them guys, he looks unbeatable. But this guy ain't one of those guys.
Yeah, my thing with Boots is just certain things that I've just seen with Boots, man, that I'm like, man, it's the same feeling I got about Devin when I saw Devin a few fights before he went to before he won the title. It was like I see these holes. I see where things are open with Devin more than what I think they should be. And it's not because he's being aggressive. It's more so because it's just there. And then there's certain stuff with Boots that I just feel like it seems like it's there when it shouldn't be. And man, what happens when he's in there with a fighter that's a little better, So I don't know, man. I still think Boots got everything to be like the guy, like it. Like he got every tool But sometimes I just wonder, like, man, maybe he shouldn't live in Philadelphia anymore. Maybe he should live someplace where everybody doesn't love him, where people will tell you that.
Oh, where they don't blow smoke. Where they don't blow smoke all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's not
You
where
sound
you're not.
like Xander. That's all Xander been talking about.
Like, where somebody's not always telling you how amazing you are and all. Because man, you hear somebody from Philly and they come give you a story about Boost and you just like, huh, he's incredible. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, he looks good in the ring, but what about this? And then they'll be like, oh, he's just playing with those guys. He's just playing. You wait till, and even Bozy says, oh man, Boost gonna take it to another level. He got another kid, he's gonna take it to another level. Okay, cool. But we gotta see it though, man. And like, there's certain things I'm like, to me, this is you tell me if you think differently, Shelton. My opinion is this. Against the motherfuckers who you supposed to destroy, you destroy them. And then when you in with the competition, then yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that. But don't tell me that a guy's playing around with lower level competition, and when it gets serious, he gonna go to the next. That doesn't work for me. I've never believed in that.
Yeah, I don't believe in that either.
Well, it's just common sense. I mean, if you look at the guys that Boost has fought, the Castillo Claytons, the Sergey Lipinets, the Delormes, the Stanionis, the Karens. I want both of you guys to tell me, when have you seen Boost Simmons line up in the fight and say, oh yeah, this dude got a shot?
Nobody. Just like with Shakur and some other fighters.
Never been in a position where the other guy had a chance in my mind. I'm just speaking for myself. I don't know about nobody else. Mm-hmm. None of them other dudes had a shot, a prayer of beating this dude.
Yeah.
This is the first time that hopefully I get to see this guy challenged, because that's all I want to see. The reason we're talking about Sugar Ray Leonard 42 years later is because Sugar Ray Leonard was challenged. That's why we talk about Hearns. That's why we talk about Duran, Hagler, Muhammad Ali. We talk about Shavers. We talk about Foreman. We talk about Ron Lyle. These guys got challenged. We talk about my man, the Hawk, Aaron Pryor. He got challenged. Alexis Arguello, they got challenged. This dude has never been tested. I don't know what he is. I got to see it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he ain't the greatest thing since sliced bread. But somebody got to pull that out of him.
So tell me this, Shelton. So if it comes to the point where he comes out there and he destroys Xander, are you going to say he still needs to be tested? Or could it be just he's just that much better?
If he goes out here and destroys this guy, unified champion, 23 years old, and he go out there and get this guy out there like 3-4 rounds, it ain't nothing you can say.
Yeah, I agree with that. If he goes and he destroys
what else can you say?
If he destroys Xander, you can make the argument that he was too junior, but I won't accept it. If he goes out and he blows out Xander, then I'm going to tell you only someone with a certain style is going to end up beating him. Either he's going to go in the ring with somebody that's going to be way bigger, or he's going to go in the ring with somebody that has a certain style that he can deal with.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. Now, say he goes out here and he smacks Xander. He gets Xander up out of there. Then he fights Fundora and smacks him in 4-5 rounds. Is he the goods then?
Good as who?
Is he the goods? Is he the man?
Oh, he's better than Terrence Crawford if he does that.
See? But then you gotta have people. See, this is the thing about boxing fans, be so fickle, right? Because then you're gonna have people that's gonna say, well, Fundora wasn't that good anyway. Remember, what's that dude's name?
Discredited.
Who knocked him out? Who smacked him and knocked him out?
Brian Mendoza.
Remember, Mendoza put him on his back, knocked him out. So he wasn't really that good anyway.
Yep.
See, heavy is the head that wears the crown. If Boots goes out here and handles his business and takes out Xander, they're going to find somebody else that, well, you can't beat this guy. Then he goes and beats that guy. Well, you can't beat that guy. There's always going to be another guy.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what
That's the way
Ali
it's
told
supposed
you
to be.
back in the day. That's what Sugar Ray told you. That's what all the great fighters told you. There's always going to be another guy.
Exactly. And
Always.
what I want to see these fighters do is fight those guys until they get put in the dirt. That's the way this sport is supposed to work.
Or,
You're supposed to fight the next guy until you
okay,
get in the dirt
I was
or
having this
retire.
conversation earlier. I was having this exact conversation earlier. Now, y'all old like me. Well, y'all not as old as me. I'm older than both of y'all. But I say this. If you wanted to see the greatness, we can say Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali should have never fought past 1974. Am I right or wrong? After he beat Foreman, that should have been it.
Yep.
There's nothing left to do.
Yep.
But he went on because people wanted him to fight. He went on, beat up Frazier. He beat up Norton. He beat up all these guys that he shouldn't have been in the ring with.
Yeah.
He should have never fought Ernie Shavers. He should have never fought Ron Lyle. He should have never fought any of those dudes. And you saw what happened to him. So that's what we said. Now, if you're going to be callous like me, I'm of the opinion, I don't give a shit. If that's what you signed up for, you fight until they beat your brains out. Fine. You signed up for that, you get paid. That's what you do. But if you're smart, you make a ton of money and you get out. It was an old football coach. You might have heard of him. His name was Bill Walsh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Bill Walsh always used to say, I want to get rid of him 1 year too early than 1 year too late. If you can go out on top, go out on top. Don't hang around, because if you hang around, you're going to get beat if you hang around too long.
Yeah.
I get that. Or if you fight, hey Shelton, you getting a lot of feedback on your phone. I don't know why. Oh, it's gone now.
That was me making noise. This goddamn dog barking because somebody is preaching outside.
Oh, gotcha. My thing is, you fight the top competition till you go into the dirt. What these guys do is they scat around the top competition, wait for the top competition to either get old or have a car accident or something like that, and then they fight and then they retire. It's like, come on, man. It's got to be better than that.
Pew, pew, pew.
What are you talking about? Anyways.
Oh god.
Nah, man, but Boots, because the thing about it with me, Jay, man, really the only thing I want to do is praise Boots, But I am skittish on certain things, man. If I see them, I think I should say I see them, and again, to Shelton Moore's point, man, he might be the absolute, because he got everything to be the absolute man, but I just got to see it demonstrated against, all competition, not just the ones that people are saying, oh, well, wait till you get up there with the big dogs, going to kill him. It's like, okay, but I got to see like, I got to see you demonstrate that higher level skill with, and I'm not saying he's not skilled. It's just, again, I see little things. I'm like, man, that should not be happening against a guy on that level, that caliber, against somebody like Boots. You know what I'm saying?
So who do you consider at 154 is on his level?
Fundora. That's a good fight. I think Ortiz is on his level. I think Xander is a good fighter. There's some competition.
How do you know? How do we know Victor? How do you know Ortiz is on his level? Virgil Ortiz. Virgil ain't fought nobody.
That's why I said I think. That's what I said I think. That's exactly why I said I think. I don't know. He might.
People will tell you that Boychuk beat Virgil. We just saw Boychuk get smoked by a dude that was way too big for him 2 weeks ago.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, the pride night, me and Virgil were out, man. We ate too much.
Mosley was way too big for him. People don't look at the context. People don't remember that Shane Mosley Jr. spent his whole career at 168.
He too big for who?
Boy,
When he came down to 160 and beat up a Boy Chuck 2 weeks ago. That was Boy Chuck's first fight at 160.
what do you rate Mosley Jr.?
At 160?
At either weight class, 160 or 160.
At 160, he's a problem. At 68, he's fool.
How old is Shane Mosley Jr. now?
35.
Damn.
He's 35.
Yeah.
He got a ton of experience. He's bigger than most of the guys down there. And he can box.
Oh yeah, he just lost to Jesus Ramos.
Who?
And he really didn't lose. If you watch the fight, you're like,
Ramos is
Envelopes got passed around.
is Jason's favorite fighter. Jason loved Ramos.
Man, shut up, Greg.
Yeah, Envelopes got passed around. Because he didn't win that fight. But you know, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. So let me.
It's just like when, what's my boy name that keep getting the title shots at PBC? You know what I'm talking about. Terrell Goucher.
Oh.
He beat up on that board and they robbed him. Envelopes get passed around, man.
He definitely won his last fight. He definitely won his last fight. He got robbed now.
That's some Mexican cat, Correa, some dude. I forget. He beat the hell out that dude. They gave that dude the fight anyway.
Goucher just fought? I thought last time he fought, he got beat by Hernandez.
No, we fight before that. Last fight, Hernandez, Elijah Garcia. He beat Elijah Garcia.
Yeah, Hernandez, Elijah Garcia. That's the guy. He beat the hell out of Elijah.
That's Jason's second favorite fighter.
Well, I tell you, man, you need to make a special trip to Atlanta just for you, Greg.
Oh man.
Now, that's a fight I want to see. If they can make some fights, some turkey fights, some real season fights, give me Shane Mosley Jr. versus Yo-Yo Hernandez. I want to see that fight.
Man,
see, I've been seeing Shane too much. The bit I've seen of him, I'm not too big on him when I'm watching.
Hernandez put him in the dirt. Hernandez put him in the dirt fast.
I don't know that. I got to see
I know
it.
about this one.
Because this is the one thing I do know. Yo-Yo Hernandez won't be bigger than Shane Mosley Jr. That's what he won't be.
How big is Shane Mosley Jr.?
Shane Mosley Jr. is about 6'1", cutting down to 160. Spent his whole career at 168.
Hernandez is 60.
Hernandez is what?
That's what they say. Hernandez is 6'2".
They'll be about the same size. They both will be about 180 on fight night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That would be a nice fight for Shane Mosley Jr. I support it. So Shelton, riddle me this. What's your thoughts on this whole situation with Shakur Stevenson not wanting to fight Devin?
Well, who?
Shakur Stevenson not wanting to fight Devin.
Well, Shakur Stevenson learned from Bo Mack and Bernie and Bud. Shakur Stevenson wants to have an advantage.
So you admit that Terrence Crawford wants the advantage. That's what you're saying.
Why would he? That's smart. How you think he got rich and won 43 fights in a row? Because he's smart. He's not no dummy.
So you saying he wasn't challenging himself?
He didn't have to.
Yes. That is a yes.
Good answer.
He didn't have to. Was nobody out there good enough. He knew that. Bo Mack knew that. They all knew that. I mean, I used to go back and forth with people all the time when he didn't fight. What's the boy that rumbled with Sean Porter? Ugas. He didn't fight Ugas. He didn't fight Keith Thurman. If them fights would have got made, nobody would have picked two guys, and nobody would have picked Keith Thurman. And they know it. He was better than everybody that was out there around his weight class at that time. And he knew it. So they stayed over there at PBC, which was smart. They had a bunch of fighters over there, and they made their money in-house, like all promoters do. But the only problem, Errol, see, people think I don't like Errol. Errol Spence was a good fighter. I like Errol. My only problem with Errol was this. Errol kept fighting the same guy over and over again. Flat-footed guys who going to stand right in front of him. He fought them guys repeatedly over and over again. The only time he fought somebody that could actually move was Sean Porter, and he had all kind of trouble with Porter because Porter could move. They knew what they was doing. It wouldn't have mattered when they put Crawford in with Errol. Crawford was going to beat Errol because Crawford was longer and Crawford could move. Plus, Crawford got pop in his punches. So that walk him down style don't work on a guy like him. Because you're going to walk into something and get knocked down. Plus, as Bomac said, Crawford should have been at 60, 68 a while ago.
Yeah.
We kept him down here to make the bread.
He was a weight bully.
Oh,
He was a weight bully.
No, see, I don't believe that. There's no such thing as a weight bully. Because if you make the motherfucking weight, you make the weight. No such thing as a weight bully.
He's a weight bully, man. We all know he's a weight bully.
In that case, Sean Porter was the ultimate weight bully. Sean Porter was fighting Usyk in amateur. So, wasn't Errol fighting that middleweight in amateurs? So, no such thing as a weight bully. If you make the weight, you make the weight.
You fight at 54.
That's bigger than 47, ain't it? Ain't it?
Man, you talking crazy.
hey, Sean, I got a question for you, for the little guy.
Yes, sir.
When this weekend, you think you're ready for it?
This guy he fighting this weekend, he should beat this guy easy. Nobody's even heard of this guy. I don't know what this guy's done. I don't even know who this guy fought. So, Bam should get. If Bam is who they say he is, he should get this guy out of there anywhere between 5 and 7 rounds. Get him up out of there. Mm-hmm. If the guy that I saw fight, saw running beside shows up, he might get this dude out of there in 3 rounds.
Yeah, because I see they talking like him and Middleweight might be next. Or first quarter next.
This is what I hear. Now, y'all can confirm or deny this for me. I'm not sure. Because I don't really follow dudes under 122. I think that look like 10-year-old boys fighting to me. I don't even watch this shit. But they tell me that Rodriguez walks around at like 135. Is that true?
Damn.
I don't know. I've never really listened to him.
I don't know. I know he said his max to 120. He probably does walk around 135.
So if he's rehydrating and off training, walking around at 130, 135, fight anyway shouldn't be a problem. It should not be a problem.
Because anyways at 122.
If he's what they say he is.
We were just talking
about
that.
They say he's the second coming of Pacquiao.
We were just
he's the man. That's what they say. So if he's all right, that's it.
Literally, we were just talking about that earlier.
Yeah, that's what he is. That's who he is. Because then again, and you got to remember this. Fighting anyway, if you a little guy like him, that's the only way you're going to get a bag. You're going to get a bag fighting that dude. Go to Japan and fight that dude. I don't want to fight him here. I want to go to Japan and fight him.
No, it makes sense. So, Shelton, I don't think we talked about this yet, but I did want to get your thought. Did we talk about the Devin Haney situation? We talked about that.
What's up with Devin Haney? What did he do? What did Devin Haney do now?
The Zuffa situation, the Devin and the Shakur Stevenson Zuffa situation.
He might be signing the Zuffa. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Nobody else want to deal with Devin. They don't want to deal with Bill. And you asking for huge upfront signing fees, and you want guarantees $10 million and $8 million. Nobody trying to deal with that.
No, I agree.
Going over there to Zuffa. They'll mess with you. But to see the problem for Devin, what he don't like, the same thing Shakur don't like, the same thing none of these prima donna dudes don't like. If you go over there messing with Dana White, you're gonna fight who tell you to fight.
You gonna fight them what kind of fight now?
You gonna fight who he tell you to fight.
Oh yeah.
You won't get to pick your fight. He gonna pick the fight for you. And you might not like what he picked.
That's the one thing that I would say if he operates in that manner, yeah, that'll be good. That'll be real good. We want people operating like that. I don't know if he's gonna actually really operate like that though. Sounds good today, but will he really?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It sounds good. The money's good, but the good thing about being, out here, away from that Zuffa banner, is that you get to pick and choose who you fight, when you fight, and all that kind of stuff. You don't get to do that on there.
If he
so you fight this dude.
If he keeps the same business model, but he's been changing up. I don't know if he's gonna keep the same business model.
You talking about Dana White?
Zuffa.
Yeah.
Who you want to see him in a fight on? He'll fight.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm like you, Jason. I'm a boxing fan. I love boxing. I don't care who he fight, as long as he fight.
And I'm just trying to see who Zuffa has that they will even try to pick them up.
Well, what we got to do is look at who Zuffa has at 47. They got Richardson Hitchens at 47. They got Hammerhands Rodriguez. What's that boy name? Hammerhands Rodriguez at 47. They got El Rayo at 47. No, El Rayo's at 35. He's at 35. He's at 35. He's at 35. He's at 35.
He's at 35. Yeah, he went down. That's why
he's at 35. Yeah, they got a couple dudes over there at 47 for him. Looks like they're gonna have Shakur Stevenson over there for him.
Shakur ain't gonna fight him though. He ain't gonna fight
him. Look, let me say this, and I'm gonna say this again. If he goes over there, he gonna fight who they tell him to fight. When they tell him to fight.
Then you can't say you're a boss.
That's what he's gonna do. Here's the difference. Here's the thing about being a boss. You ain't a boss if you got to go sign somewhere for somebody to pay you.
Facts.
Bosses got their own bread. Bosses got their own bread. Bosses do what they want to do. If you were such a boss, you wouldn't have to be running over there to Dana trying to get a check.
You ain't lying.
Exactly.
You ain't lying.
And anybody that's been around combat sports knows, if you fucking with Dana and you fucking with his money, you gonna fight who he wants you to fight, when he wants you to fight. Or you're not gonna get paid.
Just release a fighter already.
Simple. Huh?
Say that again, Jay?
Just release some fighter just fought on the Zuffa card the last one before.
Oh, that tall dude, yeah. The dude that beat the tall dude, yeah, he looked pretty good. I think Devin would kill that dude, but he beat up Usyk's guy. Yeah, that was Usyk's guy he beat on. Knocked him out.
So,
but yeah, you guys hit on the head though. That's basically what the problem is with these young fighters. They don't want to go anywhere where somebody's gonna make them do something they don't want to do.
And that's a generational thing, man. That's a generational thing.
Yeah.
These boys don't want you criticizing them. You can't talk about them. All you can do is shower them with superlatives. And you know, coming from our
If
generation,
you point out any flaw, you a hater. You a hater. If you say anything contrary to what they believe about themselves, you're a hater.
Yep. There you go. And so they make me out to be the number one hater. And I love everybody.
But see, that's the thing, though. Me and you had that conversation. I think Jason was here too. And you told me straight up, and I respect it to this day. Look, Crawford beat my guy, so I don't like the nigga. And I hope he lose every fight he have after that. How can you do anything but respect that? You can't do nothing but respect it.
There you go. There you go. That's how I feel about it. And I think more people just say what they feel about it. Like, people come on here and they'll tell me all the time, you so and so and so and so, and you believe so and so and so. No, I'm actually probably one of the few people that tell you exactly what I feel. This is exactly what I think. Exactly.
And that's all I wish these other people would do. Just say, look, I don't like the nigga because he beat up Errol Spence. Yeah. I don't like him. I'm rooting against him. I hope everybody he fights from that point on beats his ass because he beat up my guy. I can respect that. But when you come with all these nuanced arguments and, see, Errol was hurt and he waited Errol out and he made Errol. No, Errol signed the contract. Errol got paid just like he got paid. If you know all this shit, you don't think Errol knew that shit? He knew all that shit. He took the fight anyway. So no excuses. He went in there and got his ass whooped. Period.
Unfortunately.
Everything you think you know, Errol Spence knew the night of the fight. He knew all that shit. He went in there anyway, and he got his ass whooped. That's what happened.
It's unfortunately what happened, but you know, I just wish all these guys would actually challenge themselves like Errol Spence does. No tune-up fights. He just goes in there and takes on the challenge. You will lose when you fight that way.
Now, that's one thing. That's one thing you can't say about Errol. Errol never ducked nobody. Errol fought everybody. Everybody he could fight. He fought.
You're not gonna duck you now. And I wish more fighters were like that, because if a fighter is like that, you will lose. Your favorite fighter, I don't care how skilled you think he is, if he actually continues to challenge himself, he will lose. Am I right?
That's the truth. The higher level of competition you face, the more chance you got to lose. But that's the whole thing about it. That's why you want to fight the best guys. You want to see how good you really are.
Exactly. Not these guys, though. They want to get paid and pretend that they're the best in the world. See, when we were growing up, man, it didn't feel good in our minds unless we proved it. These guys don't need that.
Do you remember? I know y'all of age. Do y'all remember the first time Thomas Hearns fought Iran Barkley?
Yes. I was really.
And Thomas Hearns was whooping his ass, wasn't he?
Yep.
He was whooping Iran Barkley ass.
Got caught.
Until he wasn't. Until he wasn't.
I think Tommy lost to him twice.
Got up at the end of that fight. He went over to that corner. He hugged Iran Barkley and told him, "We got to do this again." And they fought again.
He lost again.
And Iran Barkley knocked his ass out again. And he left Iran Barkley alone. That's how it was in our day. You got to run it back. We got to do this again.
Exactly.
Yeah, they don't believe in that. It's a void until you can find somebody who, you know, or something happens to the guy where you no longer think he's the same level of threat. I don't like that, man. I don't like that.
Yeah, but I mean, now let's be honest. When we see Tommy today, we see Ray today, we see those guys today, we can see the residuals of that. We see what happened when you fight like that. Yeah. Look at Duran, look at all these older guys. You can see what happens when you fight like that. So, and I get it. These young guys don't want to end up like that.
But what about Roy?
My thing is, if you don't want to end up like that, you should probably play tennis. Roy. Or you should probably, go do something else. Because that's what this sport is about. But
I'm not saying that they got to fight every tough fight under the sun. But a lot of these guys, they're way too selective. Like I do believe that you gotta move fighters correctly. I don't have a problem with that. But in moving fighters correctly, you also gotta, once you got them to a certain point, they need to actually fight somebody that's legitimate, somebody that's gonna challenge it, somebody that's gonna push them. And you can have some showcase fights in between that. I don't have no problem with that. You shouldn't fight killers every time. But every fight is a showcase fight for these guys. That's the part that I don't like.
Yeah, like a guy like Richardson Hitchens, who has he really fought that we even care about?
Cambosos. That's all he talks about. No one did Cambosos like I did him.
It's true.
I mean, look. But let's be honest, man. Let's just straight up. Just be straight up. Let's be honest, right? And I said this about Teofimo. You can't tell me that you're elite if you lose a fight to George Cambosos.
So,
hell, he actually lost to Sandor Martin, but they gave it to him.
Who you talking about, Tio?
That's what I'm saying. You know, you can't tell me you're an elite fighter and you lose to guys like Pitbull Cruz, or you lose to George Cambosos, or you lose to Duarte, or somebody. You lose to them type guys. You can't tell me you're elite, bro. You're supposed to step on them guys.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want $9 to $10 million guarantee, you're supposed to be knocking those guys out.
Man, to me, it had already been clear to me that Tio wasn't like that. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, because he's not. But I never felt like Tio was like that. He's a good fighter, you know, good athleticism. But you know, once we saw what could happen to him. We saw what could happen to him with Cambosos. But then saw even what could happen to him even worse than that. With the Sandor Martin and what's the guy named that
Jermaine Ortiz?
Yeah, Jermaine Ortiz. We saw.
Yeah, those guys ain't that good, man. Jermaine Ortiz is an okay fighter. He's a B-level guy, you know, but he's not, you know, what Tio made him out to be.
Nope.
You know, he beat Lomachenko, but the media propped up Lomachenko, made Lomachenko a lot better than he really was.
Fair. ESPN did a wonderful job there.
I agree.
Yeah,
that's great.
he was good.
About Loma like that, Joe. I talk bad about Loma.
No, he was a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. Lomachenko was an excellent fighter. But you got to admit, Jason, Lomachenko did not belong at 135. He didn't belong there. His skills got him up there, but he didn't belong there.
I agree. He was definitely a really
He had the skill
fighter.
level.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Greg.
No, I was saying you're correct. He had the skill level, but that his size, just like Regan Diao. When Regan Diao fought him, he had the skill level, but he's too small.
Yeah, he didn't belong up there at 122, 126. He didn't belong up there. Too small. Too little. It's just like when the big fight a couple years ago when Alvarez fought Bivol. Anybody with a boxing brain knew Bivol was going to beat the brakes off of him because he was just too big. Mm-hmm. You're not big enough. You're too small. Man. You can't fight this dude.
Say what now?
He beat Kovalev. So they're comparing Kovalev.
But Kovalev was a drug. Everybody knew Kovalev was an alcoholic. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew Kovalev was an alcoholic who had just came out of a war with Anthony Yarde 11 months prior, and Canelo put a rehydration crawl on him, man. Come on, man. We all knew that.
Yeah.
What's up, Jason?
This wasn't that. Because Canelo at that time, Canelo fell into the trap like a lot of fighters do. Canelo was believing his own hype at that time. Well, I can go up here and beat anybody. No, you can't.
Yeah, Canelo was drinking his own Kool-Aid too. Definitely drinking his own Kool-Aid.
And why would he not believe it? Everybody's telling him he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Why would he not believe it?
Because he got beat.
Making 30 and 40 and $50 million. He winning. Why would he not believe that?
Because he got smoked by Floyd and barely won a couple of other fights.
Oh, but they don't want to bring that up. They'll never bring that up.
Exactly.
Laura arguably beat him. My man, Austin Trout did way better than I thought he was going to do against him.
Mm-hmm.
The other guys he legitimately beat, but they weren't really that good. Triple G beat him in the first fight, but Triple G was already 36 years old by the time they fought. So, you know.
Yep.
But Cotto was way too small. And his Cotto didn't have the style like Floyd. Cotto was way too small for him. Cotto tried to fight up like a bully. Against a bigger bully. It didn't work.
Yeah, it wasn't going to work. But anyway, Shelton Moore, man, I appreciate you calling in, man. We about to wrap this one up.
Thank you, brothers. Appreciate y'all, man. Good talking to y'all. I'm glad y'all back, man.
Oh, for sure.
And hopefully y'all can come back in a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back Sunday.
All right, brothers.
All
right, have a good one, man.
All right, peace. All right, Jay, because we already at almost an hour and 50 minutes. I want to wrap up the show because I gotta go do something with my babies, get them ready, and take them to go get their dessert. So I know they're gonna be coming down here soon. Anything else, Jay, you got before we wrap this one up? You on mute, bruh. I can't hear you.
I don't know why.
Yeah, as soon as you pushed the button, you came off mute. So we all saw you push the button. You sorry bastard. Anyway,
I didn't push no button.
Man, everybody just saw you push a button, man. You came off mute when you did it. Man, see, this is what I have to deal with, guys. This stuff right here. Anyway, what you got?
Shut up. I gotta shut up, man. I was saying there's a fight this weekend with Bam. We'll see what Bam look like if you're gonna call out anyway and everything. I'll be at the MVP fight in Orlando on Saturday. See what's going on with that. Catch my coach Jason Martinez in his debut fight.
All right, man. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Well, appreciate everybody for hitting us up with the super chats and everything. Appreciate the likes. You need to make sure that you smash the like button on the way out so people can find our content. That's what helps us for other people to find our content so that we can grow, so that we can do more live streams. That's the way it works. Make sure you smash the like button on the way out. Till next time, peace.